Welcome back, friends. We are on Western Wilds again, and it's time to sell a bunch of stuff off up here at the store. So after I've been having enough problems with some of the equipment, I just finally decided I think it's just because we have too much going on in the game and we're gonna need to upgrade and simplify some things. So I'm gonna get rid of all this junk and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so after almost $1 million now spent between selling everything off and then buying some new equipment, here we are. This is what we got. So we've got another electric hurlman set up here for refilling seeders, spreaders, things like that. Now I almost just did a standard front loader, but I think that these actually had a little bit more reach to them. So yeah, that's a bit more reach than just the standard front loader would have on this thing. So hopefully that'll get up high enough. I think it will, especially like for this jackdaw right here next to us, which was our next purchase, and we're going to have to get going out in the field over there. So this is a nice big self-propelled spreader. The only downside is it only has a 5,000 liter tank, and even our 25,000 liter spreader that we've been running has been emptying pretty quick. That's why I got that hurlman, just to make sure that we'll be able to refill this a lot easier than if we had to drive all the way up to the shop to fill up. So I'm going to get this guy going right now because we need to get these fields finished off. And I do already have the old hurlman set up front with the spreader on the front corner of this next field waiting with fertilizer. I'd like to get it all limed before we throw the fertilizer down there, just because it will make this fertilizer disappear off the field. And I want to say it's right about the same spread width. Yeah, just about. Maybe a tiny bit smaller, but this will work. That'll work nicely. And I did get some changes onto the case here. I threw on some dually wheels and weighted wheels and stuff because I was definitely having a little bit of trouble down with the logging. Picking up logs, moving them around was a little bit more of a pain than I wanted it to be. And I actually got a little bit carried away the last time, and I really filled up my little wood hopper that I set up. So I needed some bigger log forks because the bag grabber is grabbing way too much. And I'll show you what I mean once I get down there with this guy. Let's just cut across the river right here. I did get a pretty big chunk taken out of this, but we have a lot of logs laying around on the ground that are going to have to get picked up and sold. I'm not in a rush for this though, because log prices are actually dropping, so these might just kind of sit here, or I might just end up making a couple piles of them, and that'll be that for a while. I'm not going to bore you with all of my cleanup down here, but let me show you real quick what the bag grabber was doing here, because it is kind of funny. Let's see, can I do it again? I was actually able before to completely lift this tractor up in the air. Maybe I got to do more like so now. There we go. Yeah. So it's kind of flying now if I try and do that because I completely filled this thing up. And I mean, look at that. We could, oh, I did not mean to throw those out. Let's just kind of drop the tractor back down now that I made a little bit of a mess. So yeah, that just kind of quit working. And I really didn't want to drop the money on a wheel loader just yet because I don't think I'm going to get much other use out of it. But the front loader on this Case IH Special Edition runs wheel loader equipment. So we've got that set up so we can use log forks, and actually the giant log fork on our pile here and just kind of pull stuff out real quick. And then if we get back up there we go. I did pick up Crone with PTO. So that's going to be our new mower setup because the old one broke with attaching the baler to it. I really don't know why, and you know, to be honest, I'm not that worried about it. It stopped working for some reason, and I think it just has to do with the fact that the game is getting too bogged down because we have tons and tons of bales, tons and tons of pallets. I'm going to have to fill that back up here. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it does this stuff. It just kind of gets a little bit upset because there's way more going on in the game than what really should be happening. Because we are doing stuff way faster than what it was meant to be done. Alright, let's try... I just kind of want to fill this real fast. I know I should just grab the trailer and pick up the whole load, but let's fill this up really quickly here if we can, just so we don't run out. One more stack will do it. All right, that's full, and that's got some waiting here now. Perfect. All right, so let's grab our John Deere that's right here, I think, and I need to get all these other bales picked up off the field while we've got our workers going. Actually, we already need to refill. There we go. So we'll see. This might prove to be way too small of a tank on that Jacto. I'm really hoping that it'll work just fine. It seems to almost only be doing one stripe. I could just buy another spreader, but I'd rather run the self-propelled because that way we don't have to tie up a tractor at all with it. So I'm really hoping we can just do it this way. It would have been cheaper to buy another spreader. But you know, sometimes it's more about what you want to do than what's actually most cost effective. And I really think that we're going to have no problem at all making money. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect height. Alright, there we go. You can start working and cover me in lime! Alright, let me get out of the way. Alright, so like I said, let's grab our John Deere. And I turned the engine on before, so as soon as I jumped into it this time, I shut it off. Alright. We are going to need our bale wrapper, and we're going to need this small trailer right here. Let's hold that for a second, make it a little bit easier to grab our trailer. Come on. There we go. All right, let's find some bales.
chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Alright, job done, and it came out to be exactly one trailer load full of bales. I don't know how that wound up, but I mean, hey, it's cool with me. I will say I did give up a little bit of grass when I sold off that old baler. There was still grass in it. I should have just finished it off and made a bale, but I was honestly just being too lazy to do it. So yeah, I did waste some money, but I don't really care. I mean, we're gonna be making plenty here. And I need to refill the Jackdo again. I think I did it backwards and we're gonna end up having to change it. I think that the Jackdo is gonna have to be our fertilizer and our spreader will have to be lime. So, yeah. We'll probably finish off both of these fields, but I think that makes way more sense because we're gonna be using a lot less fertilizer on the field than we are lime. At least I'm pretty sure we are. Anyways, let's get this guy filled up and moving again, and I might as well turn on the other spreader with our fertilizer because it should be good to go here. There we go. I did miss a little bit with lime, but so what? Alright, I guess while those are going, we'll go ahead and clean up down here a little bit. Let's get this trailer off. Actually, no, we're going to reposition this trailer. Because I do have log pulls on it. I can just use this as a wood trailer, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be keeping these two. I think I am. I could actually hook this up behind those two also and just haul the whole thing off. But for oh, I don't want to unfold that yet. For right now, we're gonna just leave it over here, and I guess I'll start bringing logs over this way. Let's see how this works out. I could also just reconfigure my bale or big bag grabber there to run on a wheel loader too, and I might do that. Sometimes the forks do better. Ooh. Oh, come on. If I can remember how to use them. There we go. Just because you don't get stuff tangled up in weird directions like you can with that big bag loader. So let's see here real quick. see, can I grab more than that? I don't know, maybe I should have grabbed my big one. You know, let's grab the big one. Let's just do it. We're going to leave these right here. And we're going to grab the big log fork. It doesn't work when you try and grab tiny piles like that, but I think I've got enough piled together that this will do us. It's just a matter if I want to build another section of log storage. And right now I don't really want to. But I would kind of like to get this all cleared out so that I can come down and plant a grass field. Which means getting the logs off and then bringing down the devourer for all the stumps and the small trees. Oh, come on. Whew. All right. Even with the wheel weights, I'm gonna need my weight on the back. There we go. That's kind of working. And the tank is empty on F again. So let's get it filled up real quick. I probably should put up some storage over here, even if it's just a tiny... You know what? I think I'm going to. We can just do one of like the really small wood log supports or something, a couple sets just to kind of keep these logs from rolling over like they just did. There. We're going to leave that pile right where it's at, but the rest of them will go right into these and be a little bit easier. Alright. I need to run into a tree. Yeah! And I need to grab our jackdow. Right there. Alright, let's make sure we fill it up real fast here, and we'll pop over to the other field. At least with being a smaller field, I'm not going to run out as quickly going back and forth. Log toss. All right. Come on. Let's grab some more. And worker B is done. What was worker B doing? You're not done. Come on. All right, welcome back. So we did get both of those fields finished off. They are lined and fertilized. Now, I didn't want to make you stick around for the entirety of that or even do time lapse of it because it took quite a while. We finished up right towards the end of the day. I also got all of the wood that I had cut stacked up. I know, it's sloppy as could be. It's all over the place, but that's fine for now. We're going to end up straightening it up in our bin over there once we actually go to load it. It's going to be a while before I sell it. Prices are really kind of dropping on Woodwick. And as I said, of course, Sawmill South is actually starting to go up. Our train yard is at 27. I mean, we're kind of starting to plummet here. And I know we don't have a massive difference, but it's going to be enough to where I think I'm going to just save all of that for a while here, because being that we're at May, that puts our prices about to absolutely plummet next month here, and they're really not doing too great right now. I mean, we're showing a low of 1,800 and we're right there. So we're going to wait so that it can jump back up. Even though we're selling at the sawmill and we're getting a better price, we're selling at the train yard to get a better price. We're just going to hold it. But the one thing I do need to do is start clearing out some of these trees. I did already come through and start clearing stumps out. I do still have more that I'm going to have to get. But that's going to be a never-ending battle over here until it's completely turned into a field. So I think, though, we're going to start knocking out some of these trees real quick and see how far we get. Oh, and the stumps for them. We're going to leave the lights on because that does actually make it a little bit easier. We're going to see how far we get until we fill up this trailer and take it up to start producing some more fuel from it. And I'm just going to have some fun knocking out some trees. I definitely have to get all these small ones out because they kind of get in the way when I drive around with loads of wood. And yeah, I know I could wait and let them grow up and harvest them as full trees, but we're going to want this turned into a field before those are going to grow. Because it's going to take a year or two for those to be full grown, and we definitely want to have this going as a grass field before then. Alright, now that we've got a full trailer of wood chips, we are going to head back up, dump it into our fuel refinery, and start turning it into gas for us, well, diesel. And then we're going to get ready for our harvest because it is almost time to harvest our wheat. Finally, I know I keep saying that, but very seriously, it is almost time. Or at least it should almost be time. So let's get this dumped. Woo! And go sliding. All right, come on, no more power slide. Go on, go on, go on. And we better make sure to turn on our wood chips. Wood chips to diesel. Oh, I hit the wrong button, didn't I? There you go, wood chips to diesel, on. All right, that is gonna start pumping out diesel for us. We are gonna need our bale trailer. Or baler, not bale trailer. Well, we will need the bale trailer too, but for right now we need the baler. Because the plan is to run it on the harvester unless it slows the harvester down way too much, which it might. Not gonna lie. So let's get over to our wheat field, past all of our nice, beautiful little corn. It's not saplings. I don't know why I want to say corn saplings. Corn sprouts? That doesn't sound right either. Woo! Come on, come on. I can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Go, 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 go. All right. There we go. Well, whatever. Our little tiny corn planties that are growing. Stop. Man. All right. Quit doing power slides all over. Yeah, our wheat doesn't look like it's anywhere near ready. Huh. And I was off by a month. It looks like it's going to take next month, even though I swear the growth chart said next month. Yup. All right. Well, next episode, we're going to start off in July here, and we will get that harvested because I am sick of waiting for that to be harvested. So that's going to be our next step. Yeah, that's going to be next month, which also means we're probably going to be doing another grass harvest at the same time, and it's going to be a really busy month. So next episode will be a little bit crazy trying to harvest and get our grass taken care of. But until then, everyone have a great day. Happy gaming. Thank you very much for watching.